Hey everyone, I'm going to share with you the business side of X39 and what that might look like if you wanted to maybe work from home. I'm going to talk from a little bit different perspective tonight, though. I'm going to share with you what it might look like if you were a practitioner in my shoes, somebody that maybe has people that utilize different modalities. Maybe you're a chiropractor, maybe you're a naturopath, maybe you're an acupuncturist. I don't know, who knows what you do, but I want to help you understand how you can, insert this into your practice. Now, we have to remember a couple things first and foremost. This is a unique, patented, and proven product. So when you're using this in your practice, or if you're not a practitioner and you're using this just for friends and family, we want to always go back to the fact that this is something no one else has, and no, the other patches on the market aren't like this at all, because this works from an internal endogenous production of amino acids and peptides, whereas other products are blocking symptoms. This doesn't do that. Okay, this is actually changing. It's what's called photobiomodulation. It's changing the biology of your body. It's actually making some changes in your body. The other thing, it has a 3,000% growth rate from when this was invented. This was launched in 2019. We've had a 3,000% documented growth rate. And if you think about that, year over year, it's anywhere from 150%. Each country has a different thing. Some countries are in the 300%. Others are like 30%. Right now, the United States has a 35% growth rate. And you might say, well, that's a big different number compared to 3,000%. But I want to share with you something to think this through. If you're a business owner, or if you understand business, or if you're an entrepreneur, most business owners look to get an increase in about 10%. If they can get a 10% year over year growth percentage, they are over the moon. That is a massive feat. Most are like, if I can get a 3%, just cost of living increase, right? 5% would be amazing, but 10%, man, now we're talking. That's a big, big increase growth. If somebody had 20%, they'd be just like, what in the world? A 35% growth rate is massive in any company. If you have a 35% growth rate, a 3,000% growth rate is astronomical. And we're talking about a growth rate from 2019 until 2024. So you can see that's the time frame there. But this is astronomical. And it's so astronomical that other companies are looking to us to say, can you please come speak at our corporate officers? Can you come speak our field leaders? Can you come speak at our events? Because what are you guys doing? We're not doing anything. We just have the product. We have the product. We have the unicorn product. So just know that that is why we are the fastest growing direct sales company in the world 2 years in a row, and that is documented. We have 200 patents and 80 studies on the patches. This is David Schmidt. I love this man. He is a family man. He's a man of God. He gives all credit back to God on all of his patents. That none of it would be like available to his brain without God. It is not him. It is God giving him downloads, he calls them. And I just want to say that that's a beautiful thing, that we have someone at the helm of this company that is not a money grubbing man who wants to try to get whatever he can. He's a God-fearing man who's listening to God and praying for us, and seeing that because of that, God is blessing this company. It's really wild. But this is a simple professional system that is massive. I mean, the momentum here is insane. 2024 earnings disclosure. I get that that's small. I've pulled out the main things that you might want to see, but this is for 2024 annual earnings for active brand partners. Senior Presidential Director is the highest rank. You can see the bottom line there, that the average SPD, that's Senior Presidential Director, is about $500,000 a year, and it took them about 27 months to get there. Now, some SPDs, I know one girl, it took her 2.5 days to get there. It took me 4.5 months. The average person, about 12 months, I would say, is more accurate. But just taking into consideration every single SPD in the entire company, the average was 27 months, which is pretty good. Okay, so I want you to think that through. This isn't party income. This isn't like you have to go to work every single day and grind it out every single day. I've worked my tail off for 27 months, and I'm making an income of around $500,000 a year, and the check just keeps coming in because I already built my organization. That's what this is. Okay, it's very different. That's why most billionaires would say if they went bankrupt, they would start over in direct sales, because it's the fastest, easiest way to grow. It's hard, it's a lot of work, but it's residual, right? And the FTC does not like that word, okay? But residual is a term. Like, as an author, we get residual income. You do something, you do all of the work, and then you put it out there, and then you get income from all of the work that you just did. So that's just a legal term, even in like publishing. So just know that if you could do that, think that through. What if you knew like you could work full time? Now, what I think is full time is at least 40 hours a week, right? Most people would consider that. What most SPDs would tell you is it's about 20 hours a week. I don't really agree with that. I think that if you're really trying to make a go for this and you're going, I'm thinking you're going to need at least, if you did 20 hours of a week of work, it would have to be solid IPAs, like actual income producing activities. As far as like other stuff, if you're doing a bunch of other stuff that's just kind of getting in the way, that's not going to count. So we have to really understand the dynamics of where your hours are. This is network marketing. This is not get rich quick, right? We do a lot of work here, but we've set in motion the programs for you. We have everything set up for you, and that's what makes it easy. There's no copycat products. You're not dealing with Me Too products. We do fully patented technology. It's just something that is almost too good to be true, but it's not. It is. This is why we're growing so fast. But we do social sharing through network marketing. It's a professional direct sales system. The comp plan is the most progressive in the industry. We have very simple building blueprints and systems. You are going to work with only two teams. You have this easy onboarding for both your customers and brand partners. It's a different type of system than others, which I love, and it's earn while you learn, right? So the best way to kind of start this is to find your core four. You're gonna look. You got two teams, a right team and a left. So you're gonna look for two people that you're gonna plug into your right team and two people that you're going to plug into your left team that want to do the business with you. These aren't just family members. These aren't just loved ones. These aren't just people that are like, oh yeah, I'll try the patches. It's people that okay, this is an entrepreneurial minded person. This is somebody who maybe knows a lot of people. This is somebody that I think would have fun with this. We would have fun together. I want to do this with them. This is your core team. So you find your core four builders, two on your right, two on your left, and then you help them duplicate that. It's that simple. You're then going to share with X39 with people every day. This is the system that every team does. Only X39 though, okay? The fastest growing team in the entire company has only been in this company for 3 years. We take up 1/3 of the entire company in 3 years. This is crazy. This company's been around for almost 21 years. And it's because of this, because we don't share the other patches. There are other patches. Those patches they're not duds. We love them, but those were patches that were around for 20 years that didn't do anything for the company. This is the product that got us 3,000% growth rate. So we only share X39. You do this every single day. You follow up with people about X39 every single day, and then you invite people to a Zoom like this every day. Did you know that there's a Zoom pretty much like every day, 2 or 3 times a day, all over the place from our leaders? You have access to Zooms all the time. You don't even have to do it. It's plug and play. You don't have to sit there and educate and be the educator. You don't have to. There's enough of us out there doing it. So you're just sharing X39 with people every day. Only X39. You're following up with people every day and you're inviting them to a Zoom like this that has a business opportunity in there. We have super easy onboarding sheets for you to just fill out. It makes it so easy, a 5-step fast start system, customer launch blueprint, a business launch blueprint, understanding your 20 personals, your 20 right, 20 left, getting it to 40, understanding what is a preferred customer versus a brand partner. How do you kind of prospect those people? What our success pathways are? How does that look for maybe your top 5 teams as you're developing teams? How does that look for what the company's asking you to do for your 3-line blueprint? What is the actual 3-step sales system and what is the 3-step onboarding system? I mean, these things couldn't be any simpler for you. You can actually get this as a patch manual through patchedu.com, and it comes with everything that you need in there. So it makes it super simple. But what is your dream life? I don't know what your dream life is. I know what mine is. What is yours? I don't know what you want, but I want you to figure it out. Because I'm going to tell you right now, one of the best things about life is feeling good. If you're sick and tired, it's hard to do anything else. But if you feel good, you feel energy, like nobody can harsh on you. You just be like so chill, like all the time. Everybody feels good. I'm good. It doesn't matter if you're in a bad mood. I'm in a good mood, and you can't change that. When you feel good, it's everything falls into place. That's your health. What if you're strapped to a 9 to 5 that you can't get out of? And what if your 9 to 5 is really like a 7 to 7, right? Some of you have those jobs where you're just like tied to your desk. That's awful. You might feel good, but then by 7 o'clock, you're like, screw this world. I hate it. You know what I mean? It's like, I want you to really consider, do you have time freedom? Some of you don't. It's a bummer. I want to tell you right now, when you have your health and then you have time, it's magical. The third key to all that, though, is if you've got some financial troubles or if you've got stress and debt when it comes to finances, that's tough. That's a tough hurdle to get over because you might be healthy, but you're depressed. You might have time freedom, but it's only because you're out of work. You have no purpose. So this is going to give you your purpose back. This is something that's generally going to help you in many different ways. This is a phenomenal system that I want you to plug into. So I encourage you to get to the with the person who shared this with you. Get on board, tell them you want to become a brand partner. You're ready to go. You're going to sign up with the premium package. That's the only package you should do if you're really, really going to do this as a business, okay? If you're like, I'm going to just get my feet wet with the advanced package, it's okay. You'll upgrade like within a week. It's annoying, but that's what you do because you're going to need more patches. This will blow up for you. It blows up for everybody. And I'm going to tell you, those of you who are like, it doesn't blow up for me, is because you got an Eeyore attitude. You're not with a team that's teaching you to get rid of that Eeyore attitude. I'm going to tell you right now, your mindset is everything. If you can't get out of a bad, funky, bad attitude, yeah, of course this is going to work for you because who's going to buy from somebody that's like, oh, these patches, they're great. You're going to love them. Nobody. You really have to consider what it is you have your hands on. And I'm going to tell you right now, like when I get the opportunity to share Jesus with someone, it's not like, oh yeah, Jesus is great. No, I want to shake them. Like Jesus is amazing, and you absolutely need to understand what it means to follow him, right? Like, and it's amazing, and like you don't just say like, yeah, it's great. You know what I mean? So this is an interesting thing to consider. When you go to a restaurant that's new and it's phenomenal, it's like hard for you to shut up about it. Oh my gosh, that was the best baked ziti I've ever had in my life. You got to go back there. You gotta, or the movie you saw, oh, it was so good, right? We sell stuff all day long. And then you're like, yeah, the patch is great, you know? So this is where we really need to understand like why your mindset, what's your mindset doing? How is your mindset getting in the way? How your what is your energy like? So that's part of what you do when you're in your groups. You get trained on this stuff. You learn about this. You learn how to, share authentically and how to share with passion, something that is working for people and something that people need. Like that's like so important. So go to Patch EDU, go to the opportunity link at the top, watch the 4-minute video. It's a 4-minute video, and then you can learn more. And as the compensation plan gets enhanced and we have some beautiful things coming to you, Patch EDU is going to be updated once all that's in play. So you're going to keep learning and growing and having tools for you to do more. But this is the beauty of our company is that we do our best to kind of help you have the right onboarding for this. So be blessed and we'll see you around. Okay, take care.